Hey guys, today it is Queen birthday. Interestingly enough, I think we're still a day ahead of schedule. I made a video earlier about how my cells are being capped a day ahead, or 2 days ahead, and I didn't really know why, and I had a guy comment and say, well, maybe the logger were older, which would make sense. But it appears we've hatched a day ahead of schedule as well. So anyway, let me show you what I've got here. Recall these are the same two nuke boxes. Let's see the order we go in here. Remember, there's a mating nook on each half, so there's two in this one, there's two in that one. So in this one, on the left-hand side, now let me explain. On this one here, I was concerned making the splits because what happened was this came from a hive that I'm pretty sure has laying worker. I tried to give them queen cells a couple days ago in the original hive, and they tore them down immediately, tore them completely down. Yet I checked through the hive, found no queen, no signs of a queen, no nothing, only capped drone brood, that's it. So I'm almost certain it's laying worker. So I shook the bees from that hive. I left them in this box without their queen, or without any scents for, maybe 30 minutes while I selected queen cells to give to them. And I just figured, I'm going to give them queen cells and see what happens. Well, I gave them the queen cells, and they did not tear them down. So I set these mating nukes up on Tuesday. Today's Thursday. On the left-hand side of this box, the cells have not been torn down. They haven't hatched yet either, so I suppose they'll hatch out probably tonight or tomorrow, maybe on schedule, I'm not sure. On the right-hand side, the queen has hatched, at least one has, and I actually spotted her crawling around. She looks good. The bees have not killed her. On this box, same story. One side has hatched out, and I spotted the queen. Now, this one came from a hive that I wasn't concerned about. One side is hatched out, and I spotted the queen. The other side is hatched out. I didn't spot the queen, but I was having an issue with a lot of bees trying to crawl over the divider, and I didn't want that happening, so I closed it back up real quick. I didn't spend a lot of time looking for her. So I've got at least 2 confirmed queens, possibly 2 more on the way. At least one that's hatched out. I just don't know where she went. The entrances are still set on queen reducer, or queen excluder, and so here in a little bit I'll go turn it to full open so those queens can come out and mate at their own free will. I can't right now because I have my daughter with me in my arms. I don't know if y'all can see her. Whoop, that's my little helper. So I'm not going to get much closer to the hives with her because, as I've said in other videos, my wife would not forgive me if she got stung. I don't know if she would ever forgive me. So let me move over to this box here. Again, I've explained what happened in this one. That has, it's a 3-chamber queen castle, or mating nook. I guess right now it's a mating nook, and then it will become a queen castle. But it's got 2 chambers in it that both have a hatched queen. That I spotted the queen on both those sides, so that's going great. And then we'll go back over here. Now those are part of a different batch, just to be clear. But hang on, I got a bee following me here. Can't be having that nonsense. So let's see if I stand real still. Oh, she's still with me. Bear with me, folks. I'm just kind of trying to stand here and stand still. Hope that bee will leave me alone. Looks like she's gone now, I think. She'll come back as soon as I think I got away with it, she'll come back, I'm sure. It's what they always do. They just like to tease me. So we'll come back over here and go over kind of the same little tour that we took just 2 days ago. Upload the video today, I think, or yesterday. So this hive here in the middle, that's the one that I shook 2 sides of the mating nook from that is queen right, so I was not concerned. That's the mating nook that was sitting on the right that we just looked at. That one back there on the further rail, on the far left, that's the one that I'm sure has laying worker. Oh, I gotta go. That bee just tried to sting me in the face. Maybe. Now she's left me again. Boy, she hit me right on my glasses. Went for my eyeball. That's scary. Anyway, I'm sure they had laying worker. That's the one that I gave the queen cells to, and then they tore them down. And then I shook bees into a mating nuke from it, and they didn't tear them down, and subsequently have a queen hatched out. So what I did was, when I made up the nukes, I gave them a caged queen cell. And I just looked in there. She had hatched out. She was in the cage, and there was actually a worker bee in there with her that had managed to squeeze in there that was trying frantically to get out, but had not killed her. But the queen had turned around and crawled back into her cell cup, and I'm not sure why. So she'd, they come out head first, and then she had turned around, and so now her butt was sticking out. And I couldn't get her to back out. I was trying, I couldn't get her to back out. And so I actually took the queen's cage out of the hive, took the queen cell cup out of it, and actually used my hive tool to cut the comb away real careful, and got her to get out of the queen cell cup, because I was afraid that she was kind of stuck in there and that she was stubborn and wasn't going to come out, So I got her to come out, and actually put her on the top bar with one of the frames, and she crawled down on a frame, and the bees came over and started taking care of her. So hopefully they'll accept her and take care of her. Hopefully they won't kill her. It looked like on first instance they're going to try to take care of her. We'll just see what happens. And then on the far right there on the second rail, that is my original donor colony that I grafted from. It's got the queen bank in it now. There was 7 caged queen cells in the queen bank. I believe 4 or 5 of them have hatched out. I got another bee bothering me, so I'm going to walk towards the house and just finish my story. But at least 4 of them had hatched out, and they were all in the cages. They all looked to be okay. I didn't see the bees. The worker bees didn't really seem to be taking very good care of them. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I expected the cages just to be covered with worker bees, but they weren't. So maybe those queens, I mean, they may have just hatched out, so maybe soon they'll start to solicit for some food. I don't know. But unfortunately, I have all those queens now, and I don't have anywhere to put them. I can try to requeen 1 or 2 hives, and I might do that, but then again, I don't know if I want to requeen with a virgin just because that is an awfully big risk. But I think I might actually. On the one hive that I made shakes from that was queen right, that queen's lazy, but what I can do is I'll requeen with a virgin in that hive, because if the virgin doesn't make it, they'll start to raise queens from larvae that they have, eggs and larvae that they have. So I'll do a test on that one, and then I'll check through one of the other hives that I got the bees that are in that brown queen castle from. I don't know if they have a queen or not, because when I made splits, that's where I originally took the queens from. I don't know if I think I left them with the queen cell, but I'll have to check tomorrow. So anyway, things are going great with the queen process. I've got lots of queens on hand. I just don't have anything to do with them. So maybe tomorrow, I'm hoping when I do this removal tomorrow that it's a lot of bees, it's a real big colony, and that maybe I can actually bring it home and split it out to make to fill out a bunch of mating nukes. So that would be ideal, I believe. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to go in the house and eat some dinner. I just wanted to share the good news with you. Show you guys what I got here. I've actually got a queen cell hatching out as we speak. Just kidding. That's the one that already hatched. Here's the one that's hatching out. Just checked on one of my mating nukes over there, and I checked on them last night and observed that the queens had not hatched in that particular mating nuke yet. They're scheduled to hatch today is when they were supposed to hatch. I had a lot hatch yesterday already. But I looked and one had hatched, and then I saw this one. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus or not on it. Maybe if I put it down here, I'll get the camera to focus a little bit. But I noticed on this one here, you can see the cap is still in there a little bit, and I could see movement. And that queen is actually in there right now. She's working on trying to find her way out. She's chewing her way out as we speak. You can't see her very good because of the cell cage around or the cell protector, but what I'm actually going to do is I have a hive right here to the left that I think could maybe use a new queen. I know there's a queen in there, but maybe they could use a better one. And then I had this hive here that I took a bunch of splits from originally, and I'm not sure if they have a queen or not. I think they do, but I'm not 100% sure. And then going to have this empty nuke box right in front of me, so I have some options as to where I can use this queen. But I just thought it was cool. I've seen, worker bees hatch out all the time, no big deal. But just thought I'd share that with you guys. There's something about hatching a queen that is just more of a miracle, I guess, than a worker bee. So anyway, I know the video didn't really show a lot of her, but I promise you I'm not lying. She's hatching out right now. Well, I gotta tell you guys, I am just tickled to death with this queen project. I couldn't imagine it went this well. I mean, everything I read and everything I knew said it should. Excuse my fingers, so I'm wearing big old gloves trying to get the camera in line. But I just checked inside. Okay, I checked these yesterday. That one had one side where the queens hadn't hatched yet, and the other side where the queen had hatched and I spotted her. This one, the same thing. Hadn't hatched yet. Or sorry, on the right-hand side it had hatched and I spotted her. On the left-hand side, I believe one had hatched and one hadn't, but I didn't spot the one that did. Well, I just spotted her just now. And she's out, crawling around, and the other one is working on hatching right now. So I could try to make another split, but I just made that. Well, the first part of this was coming from that side that had the one hatching out. I moved her over. I did make a split over there in the bee yard into a small nuke, so hopefully that'll be another one set up. And I could do something with this one here, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of out of bees. I've got a lot going on. I don't have enough worker bees to support all these nukes I'm making, so I'm going to actually shut this down, hit the road, and I'm going to go do a bee removal And hopefully that bee removal will bring me in a lot of worker bees. That's my plan. Vacuum up a lot of worker bees, as well as obviously capture that queen in that hive, but perhaps I can reduce that hive down into a bunch more mating nukes. That'd be pretty cool, because I got several queens I still need to use up. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to go do a cutout, and don't worry, I will film that one too.